Exodus chapter 17. And all the congregation of the sons of Israel journey from the wilderness of Sin on their journeys by the command of Yahweh, and encamp in Rephidim. And there is no water for the people to drink. And the people strive with Moses and say, Give us water and we drink. And Moses says to them, Why do you strive with me? Why do you try Yahweh? And the people thirst for water there. And the people murmur against Moses and say, Why is this that you have brought us out of Egypt to put us to death, also our sons and our livestock with thirst? And Moses cries to Yahweh, saying, What do I do to this people? Yet a little, and they have stoned me. And Yahweh says to Moses, Pass over before the people, and take with you from the elderly of Israel, and take your rod in your hand with which you have struck the river, and you have gone. Behold, I am standing before you there on the rock in Horeb, and you have struck on the rock, and waters have come out from it, and the people have drunk. And Moses does so before the eyes of the elderly of Israel, and he calls the name of the place Massah and Meribah, because of the strife of the sons of Israel, and because of their trying Yahweh, saying, Is Yahweh in our midst or not? And Amalek comes and fights with Israel in Rephidim. And Moses says to Joshua, Choose men for us, and go out, fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I am standing on the top of the hill, and the rod of God in my hand. And Joshua does as Moses has said to him, to fight with Amalek, and Moses, Aaron, and Hur have gone up to the top of the height. And it has come to pass, when Moses lifts up his hand, that Israel has been mighty, and when he lets his hands rest, that Amalek has been mighty. And the hands of Moses are heavy, and they take a stone and set it under him, and he sits on it. And Aaron and Hur have taken hold of his hands, one on this side and one on that. And his hands are steadfast until the going in of the sun. And Joshua weakens Amalek and his people by the mouth of the sword. And Yahweh says to Moses, Write this, a memorial in a scroll, and set it in the ears of Joshua, that I utterly wipe away the remembrance of Amalek from under the heavens. And Moses builds an altar and calls its name YHWH-Nissi, and says, Because a hand is on the throne of Yah, war is to Yahweh with Amalek from generation to generation.